What's going on, guys? I came over to the studio and I wanted to see if I could write a song just with Serum 2's new presets. Let's go ahead and get started. I did find a E-drum preset on Serum 2. I kind of browsed through different folders and their new presets. I ended up landing on these 808 heavy drums. They have all kinds of stuff in here. They have kicks and 808s. They've got snares, claps, all kind of in that electronic drum space. That's kind of where I started with this whole project in this session. So I'm going to solo these electronic drums. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. Keep in mind too, I'm also filtering this part with a one knob filter from Waves. I'm kind of automating the filter into the actual song. So I'm gonna go ahead and start us about at the midway point here. Here in this section in particular, there are a couple different 808 sounds within this preset. Yeah, C1 has this just kind of standard C rooted 808, and then there's a more drawn out 808. And I thought it was cool to kind of go between the two. So in this particular part, I was using that. And notice how that one's a little more drawn out. I was kind of just bouncing between the two just to kind of have a little more dynamics in the part. Also, they had a cool clap that had more sustain to it, which I kind of liked for this part. Yeah, that's kind of all we're working with is a kick slash sub and a clap. Yeah, let's just hear those 808s with the claps together. All right, so I have that electronic drum part that I programmed, and I also wanted something that had melody, but also had percussive elements too to accentuate what was already going on with this like 808 and clap pattern. Let's hear that. I believe this too was another just standard preset from Serum 2. Yeah, so it's at the top folder in arpeggiators, and it's called Cascading Etheric Paths. I don't think I made any adjustments to the patch itself. I just programmed it in the key of the song, which is in C. I'm pretty sure I'm just doing the root and the fifth here, so let's just go ahead and listen to this. Now let's listen to them together. Those two together kind of build some suspense for this particular song in this session. But I also did want to add another layer. I did filter this bass pretty heavily. I'm side chaining it, and I'm also filtering the lows and the highs. So there's a high pass and a low pass on this. I wanted that synth bass sound without fighting that 808 that's already in the electronic drums in that other Serum patch. Let's hear all three of these together. Okay, cool. So now I've got some melody and I've got some of the synth bass doing the distortion. I've got the electronic drums as well. I printed a bell synth as well. Let's listen to all four of these together. And this is another bell patch that's in the Serum 2 presets. And mind you, Serum 2 is a little CPU intensive, so I did print it. If you want to know the specific patch that I used, it's called Wudang Mountain. Don't know where they got that name from, but I thought that this bell sounded pretty cool. If I were to play it in unison with the beat itself, it sounds like this. Okay, so those are what, 5 different elements of Serum 2 presets that I didn't modulate. I didn't really do too much in post. So this kind of got me inspired to write a whole song. Let's just go ahead and listen to what all of the other elements I ended up writing afterwards sounded like. Another mention too here is I'm using yet again another Serum 2 preset. This time it was a pad synth. This preset in particular is called Cooked. So let's hear what this sounds like. I just thought since I sustained such a minor key in this other section of the song, it would be cool to accentuate the major counterpart to it. So let's go ahead and listen to this pad. This is just a way to show you guys how something simple as just pulling up presets from a new virtual instrument, etc., can inspire you to write a full song or write a new riff or produce a new idea. Let me know what you guys think of Serum 2 in the comments. Welcome to Thermal Noise, and we'll see you next time.